In this video, the project I'm going to introduce is going to blow your mind. It's one of the biggest things that we're witnessing in the industry, and you're going to be amazed how this project is performing, how the token is performing, what kind of service are they offering, because not only are they in the category of real world tokenization assets, not just in the RWA category, but there's also another category called decentralized physical infrastructure network, the depin category. We know both of these are key market trends at the moment. Both of these categories are booming, and this project is in both of these categories. Now I'm going to explain how is this possible, what they're doing in this, in both of these categories, what kind of service are they offering, how their token will be utilized, how the token is performing right now. The token did increase 11,000% in its price in this very month. We're going to see what that is all about. How is that happening? And one important thing here is that the CEO of this project is actually the VP engineering in Engine project. That is a project that reached a peak market cap of about $3.5 billion. So we know that the CEO definitely has a very successful experience in this industry. Now we're going to talk details of this project that's called Pinlink. Like I said before, it's both under the RWA category, but also in the depin category. So make sure that you watch till the end. And as always, it's not going to be an investment or a financial advice. So always do your own investigation and research. Now, this is the official website of Pinlink. This is the world's first RWA tokenized depin marketplace. Now, I know that in start, it's going to be a bit confusing on what RWA tokenized depin marketplace actually is, but I'm going to make it very simple for you. And they do have a flowchart down there, which is going to explain this entire ecosystem, how the depin asset owners, how they can benefit, how we as users or investors can benefit. And well, we're going to see how everyone benefits here. What kind of cycle have they created that is benefiting everyone, and what's leading the price increase of their PIN token. So first, it says that it is driving down costs for AI developers, and it is creating new revenue streams for depin asset owners. We have talked about real world asset tokenization as a separate concept. We also have talked about decentralized physical infrastructure network as a separate concept. We've talked about both of their use cases, how they're beneficial. One thing that is common in both of them is that they generate new income streams. If you're talking about tokenization of commodities, real estate, or physical infrastructure, they generate new revenue stream. Now, I'm going to show you guys this flowchart, which is going to help us a lot in understanding this whole ecosystem, how it works, where is the token utilized, how everyone benefits here. We're talking about how developers benefit. We're going to talk about how we as users can benefit, and how the platform also benefits. So if you take a look at the flowchart, everything starts with the depin asset owners. These are people or organization that have access to or are owners of a physical infrastructure that can be a set of servers or storage units, anything that is considered a physical infrastructure that can be connected to the network. Now, this whole process begins when the depin asset owners they connect their physical infrastructure. Like I said before, it can be servers, it can be cloud storage devices. They connect that infrastructure to the network, and this makes the physical infrastructure decentralized, and now it is available to use. Next step is minting of RWA ERC1155 tokens. Now, the depin asset owners, they're going to mint these tokens, which are going to represent fractional ownership to their devices. For example, if there are servers, one server can be represented by 1,000 tokens. Now, these 1,000 tokens now can be traded. We as users can then purchase these tokens. And then when these servers are rented or bought by someone, since we are owning the tokens, proportional to the amount that we're holding, that we have purchased, we're going to get that revenue from that rent that will be paid for that server. Anyways, let's follow the flowchart. So when these tokens are minted, they basically divide the ownership of the infrastructure into smaller tradable shares. And here comes the passive income for people who buy these tokens, which can be us. So individuals like ourselves who are interested in making passive income, we can purchase these fractional shares or tokens of these depin assets. And when we buy them, we are entitled to a proportional share of the rental income that is generated by the asset. Now, the next step involves someone or some organization renting out those assets, that physical infrastructure that, like I said before, can be servers, can be cloud storage devices. So let's say for AI developers, or basically any other service users who needs to use infrastructure, they're going to pay rental fees to use these connected devices. Now, this fees is very essential to generate revenue for the whole ecosystem. So this rental fees that is paid by the service users, that can be AI developers, this is collected and it is sent to the RWAERC 1155 smart contract. Now, this smart contract basically ensures that the revenue is distributed in a transparent and an automated manner. So the revenue that is collected in the smart contract, it is distributed to the token holders, which depends on the amount of tokens that they are holding. So both the asset owner and the passive income seekers, the token holders, they receive their fair share. Now, some part of this rental fees, it is allocated to a service user rebate fund. Now, this is very important. Now, this fund is used to offer discounts or rebates to depin service users, because we have talked about how it benefits a depin asset owner. We have talked about how it benefits us as users because we make passive income. The depin asset owner, not only that they also earn passive income, but they also sell their tokens, so they raise capital which they can use to purchase more servers or increase their assets to further scale their business. But this service user rebate fund, this is actually what benefits the developers, the AI developers, or the service user, because they get a discount on renting that physical infrastructure. And that is what's going to lead them to keep on using the service, use it again, refer other people, other developers, other organization to use this because they want to save cost. Now, this is how they benefit. I think we all can agree this is a win-win situation for all of us. Now, it's not just the three of us. There's actually the native token as well, because we're not just going to buy the these ERC1155 token, but we also have their ERC20 token called PIN. That is their native token. And for these service users who are going to use this service, they're going to use that native token for payment to use this platform, and that is where the utility for the token lies. But other than the service user rebate fund, there's one other place where the rental fees is distributed in a sense. So some of the rental fees is invested in a low risk yield bearing assets that can be bonds, and it generates additional revenue. And this helps grow the rebate fund, and it also maintains financial sustainability for the ecosystem. Now, the yield that is generated from these investments, it is used to fund rebates. It reduces the cost burden on the depin service users, and it also encourages more usage of the network, which benefits all participants. And in this way, they create a self-sustaining cycle where the rental fees, it basically funds asset expansion, it provides income for token holders, it also incentivizes users with rebates, and it also ensures growth and efficiency. And in this way, it benefits everyone, and this is their entire ecosystem and how it works. You can definitely agree that is genius. It is clever. It benefits everyone involved in different ways. That's a win-win situation, not just for two parties here, but for four parties in a sense. So I think that's absolutely genius. Now, if we talk about the tokenomics of the PIN token, the ticker is PIN. The supply is about 100 million, and it is on Ethereum. The token standard, this one is ERC20. If we talk about the distribution, we have 80% in Uniswap liquidity pool. That is actually where we can purchase these tokens. We have 10% staking emissions. We can actually stake these tokens to earn even more passive income. And they have reserved 10% for centralized exchanges. Now, the project has been audited by Hacken, and it has also been audited by Hashlog to ensure that everything here is evaluated. It has been, I would say, approved by experts. And this is their token chart on CoinMarketCap. The current price is about 2.84%, with about 6,800% increase in this very month. But if you take a look at the all-time low, that was just a month ago on November 14th. And ever since then, there has been an increase of 11,000%. So the price went from about 0.02 to $2.8 in a month. That's how it's performing. The current market cap is about $227 million, $2.74 million in 24-hour trading volume. It's going absolutely crazy. And I could not emphasize enough on how good of an addition this token is going to be in our portfolio, even though it has already increased in price a lot. But the all-time high, that is about $4.3. So we still have some way up, but I think it's going to go way forward from there, seeing the momentum that is coming from. So I think this is an amazing platform and an amazing option for us to earn passive income through their, the whole infrastructure that they have created. And we can also benefit from the price appreciation of their native token. So I think, like I said before, I cannot emphasize enough on how amazing this is. But in the end, the option or the decision will be entirely up to you. So make sure to make that decision wisely. I'll give you guys all the links that will be in the description. Make sure to follow them on their Twitter so you can be notified about all the recent updates that they are bringing. But yeah, I think this is all I have for you guys in this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one shortly. So stay tuned.